It is day 12, my friends. We are more than halfway through this crazy challenge. I want you to start a little different today. You're going to be in a child's pose. You're going to put a block under each hand, and you're going to extend your arms forward and let your head hang down. This will give you a nice shoulder stretch, side body stretch. If you can remember to wrap your biceps up and triceps down, externally rotating the arms, it's going to give you a better stretch to the armpits. Reason number 12 for a regular yoga practice is healthy weight management. So yoga doesn't burn crazy amounts of calories. But what's important is that it does help to regulate metabolism, and even more important than that is it brings you into a healthy relationship with your own body. So a lot of us spend a ton of time disassociating from our bodies, whether we like them or we don't like them. We're out of our bodies most of the day. And when you take regular time to be inside your body and experience its fluctuations, how it feels, what it likes, what it doesn't like, it's an incredibly healthy way to establish a good relationship with all parts of weight management. With that in mind, let's visit our old friend Chaturanga Dandasana, which does burn some mad calories. We don't do it for very long, but let's go. All right, so onto your hands and knees. We're going to stay on blocks for a moment, coming into a plank pose. We'll just do a few of these. This is going to get your heart going, people. So make sure your hands are right underneath your shoulders. Take a moment to work your belly, work your legs. Don't forget to breathe. Stabilize the belly and legs. See if you can broaden your collarbones, and then 5 of these. If you need to drop your knees, but don't poke your butt up. Go forward onto the tips of your toes with an inhale, and bend your elbows just a little as you exhale. Come back up to plank as you inhale. Bend your elbows a little bit more as you exhale. Good. Back up to plank as you inhale. Slowly lower, maybe a little lower. Back up to plank as you inhale. 2 more, slowly lower, strong belly and legs. Back up to plank, even Molly shaking. Lower, maybe shoulders as low as your knees. Back up to plank, hallelujah, it's done. Butt up and back and walk your feet forward. Uttanasana, hands on blocks or slide those blocks away if your hands can touch the floor. 5 deep breaths. As much bend in your knees as you need to for a really long lower back. Pull your navel to your spine. Shoulder blades up your back, head hanging. 2 more breaths, deep breath in, thigh bones back, top of the shin bones forward a little. 1 more breath, deep breath in, shoulder blades up your back, neck soft, breath out. Slide your blocks aside, unless you know you want to use them for our warm-up flow. Lengthen your spine. Let's move now, couple rounds. Fold down your legs. Hinge your round up to stand. Urdhva Hastasana, reach up, big breath in. Tadasana, exhale, moving with the breath. Reach up, inhale. Forward fold, knees bend, hands to the floor. Left leg steps back, inhale. You know this one now. Twist with your exhale. Inhale your right hand down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, cow, back bend. Exhale, cat. Scoop the belly in around, shoulder blades wide. Good, inhale, back to cow. Shoulder blades draw together. Extended child's pose, exhale. So different vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Good, we worked this yesterday. Lower, so your shoulders are no lower than your elbows. Drop your hips and thighs. Cobra pose, breathe in. Very nice. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale your right leg back and up, hips square. Step to your right thumb tip and drop your back knee. Anjaneyasana on the inhale. Frame your front foot, lift your hips straight in both legs. Pyramid pose. Step forward, flat back, breathe in. Fold down your legs, engage your low belly. Hinge your round up to stand, big breath in. Tadasana, exhale. Second side, reach overhead, big breath. Bend your knees forward, fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Step your right leg back, inhaling. Twist to the left, exhale. Left hand down, inhaling. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round to cat. Smooth, slow transitions. Inhale, cow. Back bend in the upper chest. Extended child's pose, exhale. Right into plank. Slow breath in, strong belly and legs. Chaturanga, shoulders buoyant, drop the hips, cobra pose. Downward facing dog, exhale. Very nice, left leg lifts. Left foot steps to the thumb tip. Drop the back knee, lift your heart, little back bend. Frame your front foot, lift your hips forward, fold. Step forward, right into a flat back. And then fold down your legs and hold. You're gonna reach for your blocks. I hope they're right nearby. Put one on either side of your feet and bring your feet to touch. So Uttanasana with the feet touching. And then put your hands on blocks or the floor and take a few breaths in a slightly deeper forward fold. And just feel the difference in your forward fold with your feet together, which might bring you a little more lift of your pelvic floor and lower belly. Don't forget shoulder blades up your back. If you need to keep your knees a little bent, that's fine. Try and keep your lower back stable and as long as you can. And then one deep breath into a flat back. Fold down your legs, exhale. Come to chair pose, legs together in Utkatasana. We hold just 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, strong belly and legs. Remember, if you peek down your kneecaps, you might just see the tips of your big toes. Belly firming to the spine, tailbone long, front ribs in. Don't overtuck the tail. One more deep breath in, a little deeper still. See if you can soften your shoulders. Stand up tall, reach your arms up, look up even. Tadasana, exhale. Okay, passing through chair pose, breathe in. Exhale, take a big step back with your left leg into a lunge, and we're gonna come right to warrior 2. Spin your chest open to the left and sink down into your right thigh. Let's hold for a breath. If you need to adjust your back foot back a little or wiggle your front foot to the midline a little, heel to heel alignment. Right elbow, right thigh, inhale. Stretch your top arm up and roll your right ribs underneath you. One breath here, inhale. See if you can get your right shoulder blade on your back as you exhale. Very nice. Now look down. See the block outside your right foot, grab it with your right hand and move it back a little in space so it's a little bit behind your right heel. Good. And then keep looking down. Excellent. And slowly, slowly, no rush, begin to straighten your right leg. Very slowly. As the right leg straightens, you want to start to cut the right hip into your body even more. Now, if you feel that your body's bowing down towards the floor, you just need a little more height in that block. So you can flip the block up onto its highest height. But what we want here in triangle pose is an evenness in the 2 sides of your waist. So you might feel that knitting your top ribs in a little bit, hugging the top ribs in, gives you an ability to reach your bottom ribs out. You can look down, you can look to the side, you can look up. But try to get your right shoulder blade on your back. Good. One more breath here. Pelvis stable. Turn your ribs a little to the sky. Beautiful. Look down if you're looking up. We're going to pass through warrior 2. Breathe in. Good, strong left leg. Excellent. Just circle your hands down. Slide that right block aside as you lift your back heel. Step right into Uttanasana, feet together. Lengthen your spine. Inhale. Beautiful. Fold down your legs. Okay. Chair pose, moving into the next side. Tadasana. Exhale. Okay. Pass through chair, breathe in. Slowly reach your right leg way back on the midline of your mat and unwind to warrior 2. And then make any adjustments in your feet that you need. One breath. Deep breath in. Pull your navel to your spine. Get down into your left leg. Extended side angle, elbow to thigh. Left shoulder blade on the back. Front ribs in. One more breath. Wrap your left hip underneath you a little. Press your right thigh back into its hamstring. Then look down. Locate the block outside your left foot, grab it, pull it back in space a little so it's a little bit behind the heel, look down, and then strong, powerful right leg, begin to straighten your left leg, wrapping your left hip underneath you. And remember, if you need a little more height, being closer to the floor is not better. What's better is length and health in your spine. Cut the left hip in. Hug your top ribs into your right belly. Extend your left ribs out of your left hip And then maybe you turn your left ribs underneath you just a little. There's a hint of a twist in this pose. Really powerful grounding through the outer right foot. Very strongly firm your inner front foot, and take 2 more breaths. Really broad wingspan, left shoulder blade on your back, front ribs in, tailbone long, 1 more breath. Gaze down if you're not already. Charge your right leg and foot, warrior 2. Big breath in. Good. Big breath out. Circle your hands down, lift your left heel, slide that block out of your way, and step into Uttanasana. Excellent. Make your feet a little wider, hip distance, lengthen your spine. Bringing in a few twists, fold down your legs. Chair pose with the feet hip distance. Breathe in. Tadasana, exhale. Good. Inhale to chair. Exhale, big step back with your left leg. You've done this before. Bend your back knee, lift your frontal pelvis. Exhale, straighten your back leg, keeping your tailbone grounded. We'll do this 2 more times. Bend your back knee, lengthen your tail, straighten your back leg tall through the crown of your head. 1 more time. Bend your back knee, lift your frontal pelvis, straighten your back leg. Good. Now bend your back knee and just put that knee on the floor. Bring your hands to your heart and take a prayer twist to your right. Left elbow outside right thigh. Just 3 breaths in this twist. Revolving extended side angle. If you want to straighten your back leg, go ahead and straighten your back leg. Breathe in. Lean your shoulders to the left a little. 1 more breath. Remember, length on the inhale and then turn on your exhale. Look down. Frame your front foot with your hands and straighten both legs. Parsvottanasana, you probably want to hop your back foot in a little, shortening the pose so both legs can straighten. And then lengthen your spine forward, be on your fingertips, and then grab the block that's to your right and put it either just inside or just outside your right ankle. Outside the ankle is going to be a little more intense. And then put your left hand on that block. Inside the ankle is just fine. You'll still get a wonderful twist. Reach your right arm straight out to the right. And then just take a moment to lengthen. Think of your outer hips pulling in. See how Molly's hip is lifting a little bit? Squeeze it in and underneath you so that this left hip levels. Good. Go for maximum length. Crown of the head and tailbone move away from one another, and then turn your ribs. It doesn't matter how high that arm goes. You want to go for length more than you go for torque. 3 more breaths. Breath in. Turn with your breath out. 2 more. Lengthen on your inhale. You might back out of the twist just a little bit. Turn with your breath out. 1 more. Deep breath in. Turn with your breath out. Very nice. Look down. Bring both sets of hands down. Slide that block aside. Step forward with your left leg. Feet hip distance. Fold down your legs. Utkatasana, chair pose. Feet hip distance. Knees tracking the feet. Tadasana, exhale. Beautiful. Into the left side. Chair pose. Breathe in. Exhale, big step back with your right leg. Right away, bend your right knee as you breathe in. Straighten your back leg, stretching the front of your right hip. 2 more like that. Bend your back knee. Straighten your back leg, exhale. 1 more. Bend your back knee. Straighten your back leg, exhale. Good. Bend your back knee. Put that knee down, hands to your heart. Prayer twist to the left. Revolving extended side angle. 3 breaths. Straighten your back leg if you like. You can also keep that knee on the floor. Hug your left hip in and underneath you, and then try and lean your shoulders to the right. Crown of head and tailbone moving in opposition. Lean your shoulders to the right. Very nice. Look down and frame your front foot. And then you're going to straighten both legs, and you're probably going to hop your back foot in a fair amount, maybe even a foot or a foot and a half. And then work on squaring your hips and straightening both legs. Okay, left block, inside or outside the left ankle. Right hand to that block, inside or outside the ankle. First, just reach your left arm to the left. And go for maximum length of the spine, maximum squareness in your hips. If you feel your inner thigh squeeze a little, it'll give you a little more access to square hips and a lift of your pelvic floor. And then turn your ribs without lifting your left hip. And we breathe 3 rounds of deep breath. In. Good. Squeeze your left sits bone to your inner right thigh and turn. Back off. Go for length on your inhale. And then turn around the spit of your midline as you exhale. Let's do one more. Deep breath in, lengthen. Exhale, turn, turn, turn. Very nice. Look down, frame your front foot, slide that block aside, and step into Uttanasana. Lengthen your spine forward. Fold down your legs, bring your feet together. Heel toe the balls of your feet to touch. Chair pose, inhale. Stand tall, Tadasana. All right, hands to heart, lift your heels. You know this one. Slowly begin to bend your knees. Drop your seat as your heels stay lifted. You might not get too low, that's okay. Balance as low as you can go with happy knees. And then we're gonna transition right into Malasana. Let your knees separate, fold. Your heels might be well lifted. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. 5 breaths here, or visit the crow. Hands down, it's okay if they're on your mat or on the floor in front of your mat. We're gonna come right back to Malasana. Just visit knees on upper outer arm bones, palms firm, maybe one foot lifts and then the other, or maybe both feet lift, or maybe no feet lift, but you feel your weight transfer into your hands, and then right back to Malasana. And then reaching your arms forward or reaching your arms around behind you for support, you're gonna come to boat pose, Navasana. So little mini slow vinyasa through boat pose. Lift your heart, open the front chest. You can always have your toe tips down if necessary. One more big breath in, slowly lower to the floor. Lie down on your back, take a moment, deep breath in, deep breath out. Lift your hips, lift your chest. Wrap your shoulders underneath you. Half wheel, 5 breaths. Wrap that tight shoulder last. Drag your feet and shins back a little. Pull your hips and your chest away from one another. Relax your neck and the muscles of your face. 3 more breaths. Spiral your inner thighs down like you were squeezing a block. And then lengthen your tailbone. Lift your chest more and really stamp your shoulders down. Good. One more big breath in. And slowly lower to the floor. Rock your hips a little side to side. Gather your legs into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then our last pose is a really sweet one. Supta Baddha Konasana. Feet together, knees apart. If we were going to be here for any length of time, taking this more like a yin pose, I'd ask you to put your blocks on the outside of your thighs. But we're going to work this a little more yang style, a little more active. And then we will rest. So actively press your feet together. You might even pick your butt up for a moment and lengthen your buttock flesh down so that when your hips land, you've got a really long, happy low back. Spread your chest open. And then press all 4 corners of your feet together, just like you were standing on the earth. Stand on yourself. And let's take 5 deep breaths. You can close your eyes, but keep the breath active. And make the breath so deep that you feel your inhale connect your lower back and the back of your hips to the floor. Again, breath so deep in that it fills your hips, belly, and lower back and even presses your feet closer to one another. Breathe out. 3 more. Deep, whole body breath in. Deep, slow breath out. Feel the belly pull to the spine and the side waist narrow. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Huge breath in. And this time, sigh out your mouth. Release the action of the legs and the feet and stretch your legs long. Make yourself comfortable. Wrap your shoulders underneath you just enough to spread your chest. If the back of your neck ever feels short here in setting up for Shavasana, you can lift your head up and move the skull away from your shoulders just an inch or so, and then settle the head back down. And then let your body be still for a couple of minutes. Enjoy the fruits of all your hard work. Stay just as you are. Make your way into a comfortable upright seat. We'll close with the same breath we worked yesterday on the 8 count, unless you want to modify and work with 6. Take a deep breath in your nose. Clear out your mouth. And inhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause the breath. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause and relax. Inhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Last round together. In. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Soften the face and shoulders. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Surrender. And then keep going as long as you can, or rest here quietly as long as you can. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.